Hey everyone, post-processing Joe here. So I got some bad news for you, and some good news to tack on to the end there. So bad news is I messed up the audio when I set up OBS for recording Reflection Blue here. And to explain what happened was whenever you add a new audio source into OBS, it automatically selects all the tracks on the bottom. So you can see for Summer Pockets, Reflection Blue, that's what I call this one, and my microphone audio is above, and my desktop audio is muted, so just ignore the one on the top there. We're only looking in the middle and the bottom ones. So how I have my setup to be is track number 2 is dedicated to my microphone. However, when you add a new audio source, it records on every single audio track, and I did not go into the settings and disable that. So what happened was OBS, when it processed the video and the recording, on audio track 2, it had the game and my microphone all on the same track. So if we come down here to the bottom, you can see that track number 1 is almost indistinguishable from track number 2. And what this in effect means is I cannot boost or reduce the audio for myself or the game on this track. They are stuck at the levels they are when it was recorded. And unfortunately, the game audio level is really high compared to my microphone, so I sound very quiet in this episode. So if you don't want to watch it, that's fine. You can go and watch the episode 1 for base Summer Pockets. It's going to be in the playlist right underneath this episode. I stopped at pretty much the exact same point, only made a couple minor dialogue choice differences. It's all flavor, fluff stuff in here, so you're not missing anything. If you're worried about missing extra content, you're fine. So, with that, I will let you be the judge of how you think the episode sounds. Personally, I wouldn't blame you if you don't want to watch it, because I can barely hear myself at some points in it. So, I'd like to apologize and let you know that the rest of the series isn't going to be like that. Okay, back to past Joe when he didn't know anything was wrong and everything was good in his life and he was happy. All right, hand it off to him now. Bye-bye. Hello, everybody. Oh, sorry. I'll let you say your line first. Didn't mean to cut you off. Hello, everybody. Joe Bigadon's here, and welcome back. This is a back. Welcome back to Summer Pockets. Finally decided to get it back around to this because I finished up all my current series, and it turns out Visual Arts Key, they are liars. They lied. They said they would have the Reflection Blue, don't know if you want to call it a patch, expansion, re-release, whatever, the enhanced edition out within 2024 in English. As you can see based on the date of this video, that did not happen. So that can just ended up getting kicked down the road until right this moment, where my secret uncle, John Visual Arts, who works for Key, decided to send me a totally legitimate, legally acquired copy of the Reflection Blue version of this game. Now, it's gonna be an incredible headache for me to remember to call it Reflection Blue, because I'm pretty sure Blue Reflection is a JRPG I have on my Steam wishlist that I plan to get around to playing eventually. And having those two things together, just words flipped, is in my brain. It is not something that I'll be able to. But if you're here following off from the first video, then hi, hello. You may realize that this is the intro, yet again. Not my intro. I do these every single episode, and then the intro to the game here. That's because it's been like a damn near a year since I played the first episode of Summer Pockets here. And to be honest, I forget almost everything. Everything besides, a boxer with broken fists, mysterious girl at the pool, being weird around your aunt, like that stuff, standard first episode things. And because the updated version of the game here adds a lot of new content, whatchamacallit, the common route, I decided, you know what? We were only in 2 hours in or whatever on the first one. Let's just restart it. It's not that big of a headache. If you don't want to watch this episode and just pick up where the other one left off, I wouldn't blame you. No guarantee, though, that this episode is going to stop where the first episode of the base series stopped off, because I'm recording this at 7 o'clock at night. It was not my intention to wait this late to do this. I slept in today till like noon. It's Sunday. Leave me alone. Get off my back. It's kind of shaky this morning, you know, like, because I skipped breakfast and then I slept too long and I was dehydrated. So I'm like, oh, I need to have some coffee and then eat. And then I did that, and then I'm like, oh, now I'm all bloated. Now I gotta sit around and wait. And I got distracted playing Mahjong for a couple hours, which is why I didn't record this yesterday on Saturday. Also because I was just playing Mahjong for like 7 hours straight. Restarted one of the Ishikali Yakuza game spin-off, you know, the Judgment series, Lost Judgment, the second one. It's one of the ones I plan to get back around to eventually. I had started that one as well a long time ago, but it was right after I marathoned the first game, and I was just sick of it and I couldn't touch it. But it's been long enough that I've finally, you know, went back around to playing it. And of course, then I'm always doing all the mini games. And of course, I am a Mahjong head. You know, haha, Ron. Fully concealed triplets. Totally legitimate yakus that totally exist, that the AI just isn't making up to steal my win away from me. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I've kind of already said my bit. I don't really have anything else to say for this intro, other than hopefully I'm able to record at a consistent rate this year. This is one of the first episodes of the new year. Mainly because January was a lost cause, because I had like a mental breakdown, unironically. And things are better. Things are better. I got some things off my plate, and I got the rest of the things on my plate all sorted out, ready to go. So now I'm able to fully dedicate my time to living my life, and having my YouTube channel be a part of that. And hopefully this year I don't spend almost a half of it away from home doing strange things around the world that I'd rather not be doing. I'd rather be at home in my nice fluffy robe, wearing my slippers, reading visual novels. But knock on wood, that there'll be none of that this year. I hope. I pray to God. It's not looking so hot though, but hey, you know, those decisions aren't made by me. I just go where they tell me to do. But hopefully they won't tell me to go. Anyway, I got my coffee. My throat's kind of dry. That's one of the downsides of winter. Just got the heat going non-stop. Okay, I've rambled on enough. Let's get into it, shall we? The contours of the island begin to take shape in the distance. Oh, sorry, these are your lines. I'll let you pick them, but...
俺一人しかいなかったデッキには次々に乗客が現れ出した。
まもなく鳥城島、鳥城町漁港に到着します。
アナウンスが繰り返される。改めて前方に見える島を眺める。
It's a relatively small island.
緑に覆われた低い山が連なり、
Unless that's also... not the quick saves. Stop! On the right, you know, you can see some mountain range behind it. Unless those are like separate islands, or it could just be like a really long island that's kind of thin, narrow, but it runs long. Who knows? Yeah, mountain range. Okay, one island.
数日あれば隅から隅まで回れそうな小さな島。考えてみれば名前も知らずにいた鳥城島か。鳥たちがいっぱい集まるとか、そういう由来でもあるのかな。
What? White birds? Seagulls? The Uminekos, one might say?
潮風が顔に吹きつける。
Is this where they
俺は目を
arrive?
細めた。
I probably made that exact same joke.
さしずめ俺は
Probably goes to show how little I have going on inside my head. well, we'll just go with the top one.
傷ついた渡り鳥といったとこ
Muttered towards the sea. The wind cradled my words off into the distance.
なんて
ろか。うわっ
Some old lady popped out of nowhere and appeared to be curious.
誰が傷ついた渡り鳥って？
俺が。
あんたが？なんで？
Because he's a mopey teenager, that's why. Because he thought it would sound.
傷ついてるから
どこが？
心が
My heart. There we go. Same wavelength. Knew it even before he said it.
何でもないです
In an effort to end the conversation, I turned my eyes towards our destination. Buddy, you cannot escape conversations with old women that easily. Like my grandma, she does this thing when you talk to her, where she'll like grab onto your arm and like kind of pull you down towards her because she's really short. She's an old lady. And she has trouble hearing. So she likes you to be close when you're talking, but it makes it so that way you can't make an escape because she has like an iron grip on you. Amongst the dull, gray backdrop of the concrete wharf, a tiny blotch of pure white flutters the wind. Almost like a lump of white clouds had fallen from the sky. A puffy white object fluttered on. A girl in a white uniform, absent-mindedly staring at the sky. I followed the gaze upwards. A flock of birds soared along, overtaking the ferry, heading towards the island. Behind them flew two more birds that lagged slightly from the rest of the flock. They glided along side by side, almost as if encouraging me. Unusual, I thought to myself. Why? And somehow, I had seen this somewhere before. Yeah, strange, huh? Weird. Almost like I've played this exact same scene before. This ocean silent. The sensation of this breeze. It felt like something I already knew. Though I've never been here.
どうして懐かしいんだろ
なんて？
ううわ
Again, the old lady peered at me.
初めて見る景色がなんだって？
口に出てましたか
よう出とった。
初めて見る風景だけど懐かしいって
There's a lot of islands.
そういうことってありますよね
ないね。
ないですか
ないね。あんただって懐かしいっていうのは昔行った場所に久しぶりに行くから感じるんやろ？
Yeah, it's got a different name. It's not deja
そう
vu.
ですけど
I forget what it is. It's like, I think it begins with an A.
それが初めて行く場所に感じるとしたらそれはあれや。
何ですか
ヘジャブ。
ヘジャブ
そうヘジャブ。
I don't think that's quite
ヘ
right.
ジャブ
But it is a thing. Deja vu. The island was just a stone's throw away. In preparation to dock, the ferry began to slowly reduce its speed. After docking, I descended into the harbor. On the boat, sailed alone filled the air, but now you're at a harbor where it's nice and briny. Once disembarked, we knew a unique stench attacked my nostrils. Yep, this is a fish market, all right. It was raw than that. The smell of dead fish, bait, and other such pungent seas mingled together in the air. Letting my gaze wander about the pier, I met eyes with a stray cat gorging itself on the fish. It stared at me like a local towards an outsider. The old lady from before came walking down the gangplank with a small suitcase.
大丈夫ですか
悪いね。
いえ
I trotted over and held out my hand. Her luggage in hand, I glanced around once more. Among those who disembarked with us seemed to be a few residents, along with a couple people who looked like they were here to sightsee. They all started on their ways to town. Even during summer vacation, it didn't seem like this island got the look of tourism. This distracted baggage carrier found himself left behind in the blink of an eye. First, I should open my map. This is the harbor, and that way is the town hall.
あんた
えはい
the old lady.
ゆっくりしていきや。
She gave me a big wave.
ありがとうございます。
She nodded and went on her way. Suddenly I thought of something.
そうだ、おばあさん。
はい、
おばあさんが言ってたのってデジャブじゃないですか？
そうそう、
Yeah, that's also not right.
ヘジャブ。
Yep. I watched her leave.
さて
I hoisted my stuffed duffel bag onto my shoulders. There were birds lined up along the bank of the pier to rest their wings. As for this one, I found myself upon a small, rustic island. Passing paradise for birds with forgotten flight.
罪を洗い流す。
Let's get going. The streets were empty. The sun, occupying its mighty throne in the sapphire blue sky, watched over the island. I walked onwards, narrowing my eyes at the all-encompassing brilliance. Also, if you're coming back, I know I probably should have said this during the actual intro. You know, from the original part 1 of the base series. That's my new microphone sound. I can't really tell the difference on the videos because, one, I don't really listen to my videos that often because it drives me insane. But in the interim from the original episode to this restarted episode 1, whole new audio setup. Hopefully, it sounds a lot better. And not in a way where you can just hear more gross wet mouth noises and hear me clacking and coughing and spilling coffee and making noise, but improved audio fidelity, you know. Just hopefully it sounds good. So let me know in the comments down below. That's my engagement bait done for today. Just say, oh my god, it's hot. Practically audible, unrelenting intense sunlight beat down without mercy. Come together there with the incessant cries of the cicadas, the searing heat only worsened. Buddy, let me tell you about heat. One of the things I did last year, instead of continuing this series, was I went to guitar for a cutter. And if you're regular on my channel, you're well familiar with this bitching and moaning, but holy fuck, it's so hot. You know, crazy. The Middle East is hot, but what you wouldn't expect is the humidity. Those little Gulf states around the Red Sea and stuff, or whichever one is on which side of the Arabian Peninsula, I can never remember. You know what I mean. 80+% humidity during the summer. Plus, it just being 115 out Fahrenheit normally, that makes the real feel like 130. Or if you're, I don't know, some kind of Euroid, that's 50 degrees Celsius during the day. Unbelievable. I absolutely hate it. I hate that part of the world. And nothing to do, you know, culturally or religiously. I just don't like how hot it is. It sucks. It's so bad. Anyway, let's talk about another place that would probably suck. Which, actually, I was also in Okinawa last year. It was only for a couple of days, but oh my god, I was dying there too. And I'm gonna sound like a little bitch because it was only 80 degrees, 85. But cut me some slack. I had just come from Iceland. This was mid to early April. So it's 30, 40 degrees up there. Double the temperature, double the humidity. Dude, I was struggling. I'm just not built for the tropics. About 30 minutes had passed as I set off from the harbor. I couldn't really tell exactly how far my destination was on the map. It definitely didn't seem like it really close. Let's chug them on past me. Maybe I should have written that instead. Well, whatever. I did say it would be arriving around evening, and come across many people walking around outside. Inside the various houses scattered along here and there, though, discern fleeting glimpses of people living quiet, covert lives. The cicadas and burning rays of sunlight, however, used to be so humble. I clutched my bag and stuffed the brim with all my necessities for the next few weeks into my arms. And gave up trying to wipe away the never-ending drops of sweat that kept forming on my brow. I walked on. As I did so, the density of houses slowly began to grow. I must be getting close to the residential area I saw on the map. The house marking my destination should be right in the middle of this district. Kato. That destination being the house my grandmother on my mother's side used to live in. The person who sent me the letter was the one living there now, Kyoko-san, my aunt. I wasn't particularly close to either of them. Is this it? I rang the doorbell. Excuse me. Nobody answered. Though it did sound like the bell went off inside. I gave it one more ring, but the house showed no signs of life. Well, it's not like you can just stand around here, right? Frankly, it's hot. Let's try heading inside. Well, the door was unlocked. I'm coming in. Shimasu. Excuse me, I'm Takahara, your relative? Takahara Hairi here. Takahara Hairi, delivered right to your doorstep. Pardon my intrusion. Ooh, a nice little... How big is that TV? It's a little bigger than the one I have on my desk. I have like a 13.5 Sanyo CRT that I use to play my NES. That was probably, I don't know, maybe 20-inch? Small. An old Japanese-style living room. The sliding door was left wide open, so the room felt nice and breezy. For some reason, it made me feel kind of sentimental. Never even lived in a house like this before, though. Where could Kyoko-san be? Couldn't find a single soul here. Nothing except the quiet drifting of the wind. The cicadas, when heard from inside like this, sounded quite peaceful. I went outside to the yard and circled around the back of the house. There, I found a storehouse. It seemed there was someone inside. Hello?
Hi.
A woman, who looked to have been working on something inside, turned to face me. Hi.
あ、もしかしてハイリくん？
That's me. Apparently, this lady here is Kyoko-san.
夕方頃に着くと思ってたから、ごめん。私ったらすっかり。
No, it's okay. I got here earlier than I thought I would. Kyoko-san stood up and rushed over in a flurry. Also, I'd forgotten that this one had limited... Oh, that's the replay voice lines. I was clicking on the voice button. You can't see the cursor. Be like, oh, did I accidentally turn off the main character's voice? But no. It has limited voice acting for the main character, which means I get to, strut my voice acting chops. Unfortunate for you guys that I'm bad at it. So, my apologies moving forward.
港まで迎えに行くつもりだったんだけど、道は分かった？
Yeah, I had a map, so I managed to
そう
find.
だね。
For some reason, she seemed a little fidgety. Seeing as she's my mother's younger sister, and therefore my aunt, I thought she'd be much older than me, but I'll never be able to tell.
はい、どう
It
ぞ。
can be like that sometimes. Thanks. After bringing out some barley tea, Kyoko-san took a seat at the table across from me. Man, now that I think about it, I haven't had anything to drink all day. I downed the cold barley tea in one big gulp. With a little smile, Kyoko-san poured me another cup.
一応この家を任されてるんだけど。
Yeah, hold on, readjusting. I was sitting over my microphone like a shrimp, just like crouched over my desk like Gollum. So now I'm leaning back, readjusting my microphone's boom arms a little more comfortable. There we go.
とにかくおばあちゃん何でもかんでも残してたから
Hell yeah, inheritance. Awesome. Hopefully none of it's dead.
物だけは大量にあるから私一人じゃ途方に暮れてたの
But a little old house like this shouldn't be paid off.
来てくれて助かるわ
It's nothing really.
でもゆっくりできるならせっかくだから島も楽しんで
Okay.
そうだハイリ君バイク乗る
I mean, can he or does he have a license? Those are two very separate things. I do have a license, yes. There are guys who ride bikes are popular, so I took the exam. Not like there were any girls to impress around me to begin with, seeing as I attended an all-boys high school.
納屋に置いてあるから好きに乗っていいよ車は面倒だけどバイクぐらいあると島の移動には便利だよまあ自転車があればだいたい事足りるけどね
With these hills, I'd much rather have like a motorbike.
ここがハイリ君の部屋になるの
Just throw a little sidecar on it, and you can do all your grocery shopping with it too.
ざっと掃除はしておいたけど長く物置になってたからまだちょっとほこり臭いね
Oh, no problem at
じ
all.
ゃあひとまずゆっくりしてて
All right. I put down my luggage and settled into my room. At the tip of the sprawling island scenery laid out beyond the window, I could see the harbor I just came from, together with my still anchored ferry.
そう
But he,
だ
not
ハイ
he,
リ君
he
と
doesn't own it.
他にも一人来てるのよ
Boats are terrible investments. All they do is depreciate value and take up money. Especially saltwater boats like that. Ugh. Yoko-san spun around before leaving. Relative? Where?
どこかな
No, just around.
いつ
Okay.
も出歩いているみたいで今はいないけどまた後で紹介するね
All right.
お部屋ずっと使ってなかったから埃っぽくてごめんね
That's all right, really. It's my current frame of mind, quite right. You know, dilapidated, a little gloomy. I opened the window. A flood of crisp, fresh air rushed into the room. I took a deep breath, filling my lungs in their entirety. Then laid myself down on the tatami mats. Stuffy indeed. But didn't feel all that bad. Would you like to come to Torishirojima Island? That's a bit of a redundancy there. It's like saying ATM machine. You know, the Jima part of Japanese words at the end just means island. So it really should just be Torishirojima. I'll probably cut off the island when I say it. Otherwise, it's just a mouthful. It was about the end of it was about the middle of July, just about before summer vacation, when I first received that letter from my aunt, Kyoko-san. My maternal grandmother passed away last month. Apparently, she was pretty out there. I say apparently because I never actually met her. I might have met her once or twice before, when I was really young, but I can't remember. According to my mother, my grandmother and grandfather never left the honeymoon phase. When my grandfather reached mandatory retirement age, they set out to travel across the world together. The mysterious souvenirs and otherworldly pictures that we received in the mail every so often were the only impressions that my grandmother that I had. After my grandfather died, I hear she lived a quiet life here, immersed in the countless memories and possessions they collected together. Then, just last month, she silently passed on. They saw her off without so much as a funeral, as requested in her will, quietly and conspicuously in this very house. But even after death, possessions get left behind. The countless items that my eccentric grandmother gathered over the years lived on. Many of them were family memories, so we couldn't just leave them to a contractor to sort through or anything. Be that as it may, all the adults had busy lives to attend to. So it was left to the children and those with free time on their hands to complete the task. That's where I came in. This summer break, I had the free time. Although, up until this last year, my summer vacations were in name only. I threw myself into swimming practice day in, day out. But I was afraid to now. I screwed up at a big competition and couldn't do it anymore. Simply submerging myself in the water makes me sick now. Because of that, I distanced myself from the club and just had the time to kill. So this invitation came at just the right time, like a passing ship in the middle of the ocean. I hopped on and made my way over to this island. An injured migratory bird, huh? How fitting. I'm exhausted. I've traveled quite a distance, haven't I? Have you? I don't really know how far you are from home, but let's assume it's a day's travel. I opened my eyes to complete darkness. Ah, crap, I fell asleep. I rushed out of the room.
少しは休めた？
Sorry for falling asleep right after getting here. My stomach growled without a shred of shame. Sorry. Kyoko-san glanced around awkwardly.
晩ご飯作ってあげられたらいいんだけど、私の料理は人様に出せるようなものじゃないから。
Adult woman failure, my
ごめん
favorite.
ね。
Like, cooking's not that hard, girl. Like, it's pretty easy. Oh, no, don't be. I've never cooked before either. Should I go buy something?
あるにはあるんだけどね。
An assortment of instant foods came tumbling
育
in.
ち盛りの男の子にこれはね。
Ah, they fit right in. All teenage boys eat junk food anyway, so... Or not. I don't think eating that kind of stuff every day would be good for anyone. How is this woman living?
そうだ。この家来るとき、坂道に登ったでし
Body's
ょ？
probably like 84% salt from all the sodium in those instant foods. Yeah,
降りたところすぐに食堂があるのよ。
I feel like there might have been. Yeah,
そこは美味しいよ。
I'll head there then.
道ちょっと暗いけど歩けないほどじゃないと思うから。
Okay.
そうだ、これ
What?
お小遣い。これ使って。
Hell yeah. I can't take
い
this.
いのいいの。遺品整理という
It's
名
probably
目
like
で
$20
来てくれてるんだ
Just
か
take
ら。
the goddamn money.
バイト代は出せないけどちょっとしたお小遣いくらいは使って。
Well, all right. After a moment of hesitation, I accepted the money. Thank you.
あとこれ。
Kyoko-san wheeled something out from the garage. The motorbike? Oh, it's a Cub. The one she mentioned earlier. The pink license plate? Huh. Didn't know they came like
こ
that.
の子もずいぶん傷んじゃってるけど手入れする人もいないから。
I don't mind. If anything, it makes me more relieved that we're birds of a
はい。
Never mind. All right
い
then.
ってらっしゃい。
Oh yeah, turn over that engine. Starter's out, it looks like. I give push starting a try. Along the dark road. Easing down a gentle slope. Like what I remember from my walk here, I slowly descended the hill. There's only one road, so there wasn't really any way to get lost. The road on and on, but the scenery refused to change. The Cub's headlights lit up the path ahead, telling me nothing about the surrounding area. I've never been on a street with such a distinctive lack of streetlights before. keep following my gut. At least it's an open field on one side. Now, back where I grew up, you drive through the woods. It's just trees on both sides, and obviously there's no street lights because it's the middle of nowhere. Just can't see jack. Hopefully nothing runs out in front of the road in front of you, otherwise you're cooked. Not a good time. Certainly like a mood, though. It sets the vibe. Those screeching daytime cicadas were nowhere to be found. In their place, a motley mix of insect voices can now be heard echoing from the pitch-black forest. They served as background music to my little adventure, along with the peaceful rumbling of the Cub's engine. I noticed a little building in the distance, leaking a couple humble streaks of light into the darkness. That must be it. Hello?
いらっしゃい。
Sup, diner guy? There were no other customers. I timidly sat myself down at the table in the corner. Words. The yellowing handwritten menu listed only 4 things. What should I go with? There's no ramen set? Just give me some katsudon.
はいよ。
Thanks. The katsudon looked delicious. Okay, but why did he just sit himself down directly across from me?
どうよ。
Delicious.
そうかい。それでどうなんだ。
About what?
好きな子とかいるのかい。
What?
正直になったらどうなんだ。
Buddy, this guy's too far up his own ass to give a shit about girls right now.
楽になるぞ。
What's happening here?
取り調べごっこ。
I shut up and ate. It was delicious. A peaceful night. Only the chirping of insects filled the air. How long has it been since I last experienced a night like this? Maybe I never have. I mean, it's not like my hometown is the most bustling of cities or anything. It's just that there's always some kind of noise around me. Like the noise of a car running down the main road just a couple of blocks away. By the way, where am I? I seem to have taken a wrong turn somewhere in the midst of my introspection. It would appear I was riding down a completely unfamiliar road. Ah, well, crap. There wasn't a single landmark to be seen. I had absolutely no idea where to go. I think I ended up getting lost my way back from dinner. Countryside sure is frightening. It was pitch black. I let the road take me where it willed, but I came across not a single house. The atmosphere hung in the air. Just where am I? I've been hedging on the fact that I'd eventually arrive at the harbor and a small coastline, but was I too naive? Things will work out somehow. Well, you'll get to it eventually. You just might circumvent the entire island first, depending on which way you're going. Oh. Also, how much gas do you have in this thing? Oh, what's this? In the distance, I spotted a building. Thin and tall. Almost like a tower. A tower? On an island? That's... okay. A lighthouse. If there's a harbor, then a lighthouse only makes sense. But it gave off no light, despite it being the middle of the night. What meaning is there to a lighthouse that doesn't shine? It's almost like me. What am I doing? Sympathizing with the lighthouse. Some derelict lighthouse is only going to illuminate my path. No one's just going to pop in and do it for me. Now's not the time to get profound. I need to get going. A few minutes later, we're wandering. Faintly, the voices of the insects, I heard another sound. Like the splish splash of something jumping out of the water. What is that? I strained my ears. was a splashing sound. Is there a river nearby or something? But what would be splashing around at this time of night? I tried heading towards it. I spotted a school building looming in the darkness. Judging by its size, it was probably an elementary school. Which meant the sound of splashing water was coming from the other side of the fence. Huh. A swimming pool. Who would be here at this time of night? Probably someone going for a swim? I mean, I used to break into the high school, well, not break into, maybe trespass on the property of the high school I used to live next to. Next to, I say in air quotes. It was like half a mile down the road. But, it was in the neighborhood. So that we could go use their track and field. Just for cardio. I wasn't doing anything untowards. But, no, you gotta be a real fancy high school where I'm from in order to have a swimming pool. Let me just say, none of them did. Might have been one. I actually don't know. Pinkerton might have had a swimming pool. They had a lot of stuff. They were the bougie school. They had a lot of money. Type of high school we're talking about where the freshmen and seniors have their own buildings. There's an entire art department building, automotive shop building, basically a mini college campus. I could have gone there my senior year, but no one wants to go to a new school just for their senior year, so I toughed it out and drove 35 minutes each morning to go to my old high school to finish out my academic career. That's enough thinking about home. I don't have a clue what they might be doing at the pool this late, but I should at least be able to talk to them for some directions, right? In one corner of the fence, I spotted a door. The padlock was removed, hinting that someone had gone inside. I entered. Obviously, an elementary school pool wouldn't have any night equipment to speak of. The starlight was just bright enough for me to make out my surroundings. The surface of the water rippled ever so slightly. I can't remember. Is this how my elementary school's pool was? I guess swimming pools are the same no matter where you go. I mean, my elementary school didn't even have its own cafeteria. We had to use the gymnasium. Had the tables on the up against the sidewalls that we pull out during lunch. That's the kind of funding my schools had. I guess I've never seen a pool with so few lanes before. Now I wonder what those sounds were. Didn't look like anyone was inside. As if anyone would be here at this hour. But what I heard just now was... Alright, I'm scared. Suppose a night can really be quite eerie. There was a huge splash. Like something fell into the pool. I instantly spun around. Right there, in the previously empty water, I saw what I thought was a white fallen statue of some sort. Some kind of likeness of the god of pools undergoing a ceremony of some sort. Go figure. I was wrong. A girl? About my age. She watched me closely from inside the pool. I swear I felt her gaze pierce right through me. I was at a total loss, so I just stood there, dumbfounded. For about 10 seconds or so, we continued staring at each other.
誰?
Great question. What should I do? She's probably feeling pretty anxious. It did just show up out of nowhere. We'll play it straight for this first time going through, We'll save all the wacky stuff for the replays. Takahara Hairi.
Taka?
The girl thought for a second. She was probably trying to split Takahara Hairi into first-last names and trying to guess at the kanji. Most people generally end up like that when they first hear my name. Taka from falcon, Hara from plane, Ha from the kanji for wing, and then the kanji for yori, with the ri of valley.
Huh?
Yeah, that's a fucking mess right there. I would need to see it on paper. Besides Takahara, that one's pretty simple. She looked bewildered. My kanji explanations never go well, because of the first E in Haili.
そう
And you are?
え
Your name.
白羽
Oh, that's a nice easy one. She spoke softly, but in the midst of the stillness, I could hear it clear as day. Shirnoha. And so our cross-pool introductions concluded. What are you up to?
練習してるの
Practicing swimming? She nodded.
違う
No?
それは私のセリフ
Your line? What is?
あなたは誰
Takahara Hairi.
たか
She lapsed in thought again. Oh, this name, I swear to God.
だからそれはどう
Look,
でも
dude,
い
I
い
get it. I have 2 last names. One of them is my first name. People never get it right. If I ever have to like write anything down on like a check-in list that like say like a doctor's office that I'm new to and they have to call out the name, I need to have my like head on a swivel in order to catch who they're calling. Like, oh, is this someone else or is that me they're trying to talk to? And then, you know, do a quick little look around. No one else stands up. I'm like, yep, that's me. And depending on you know how in-depth the interaction is, sometimes I'll correct them. Sometimes I'll just play it off, just not even mention it. Just let it ride. Look, that doesn't matter. Yeah, see, oh, that was her line. She's cutting off my monologue. Ah, so it doesn't.
こんなところで何してるのって聞いてる
I was on my way back from dinner. I got lost. Which way is it to the Kato family house?
坂原さんの家じゃなくて
Nope. First of all, you got the name wrong. I'm Takahara, you see.
坂原
Well, Sakahara's fine too, I guess. I'm staying at the Kato house. Also, something I have to deal with because my last name isn't hard to pronounce, but people look at it and it could be pronounced, you know, one of 2 ways. 3 ways if you're feeling spicy. And again, gotta keep my head on a swivel. Be like, is that me they're talking to? Are they trying to call me? And, you know, maybe correct them, maybe not. Depends how hard they butcher it. You wouldn't think it'd be a hard name to mispronounce, but people do it. I'm staying at the Kato house. As for the why, it's because my grandma died. Kyoko-san said she's bad at cooking, so... I can see the question marks floating above her head. Basically, I'm lost. So I was wondering which way I should go to get back to the houses. Why has she been staring daggers at me this entire time? Sorry. I'll go away.
プールを出たら右に行って十字路を左
Huh? After spitting out that rapid fire, she merged herself up to her mouth in the water again. Thanks. By the way, the fact that she wasn't moving bothered me, especially after she said that she'd been practicing. You wouldn't happen to be hurt or anything, would you?
何も
Because, like, even if you think you're okay, you could get a cramp all of a sudden. It's easy to drown in the dark, too. Yep, swimming alone is dangerous. That's why whenever I'd go to the lake in the morning to swim at my old place, I'd always stick to the shallows, like the part where if I did, like, start cramping out, I could just, like, get pretty much on my knees and my head would be above the water. like shallow enough that my fingers were almost like touching the bottom when I do like a breaststroke or something. Or no, it'd be more freestyle because breaststrokes, like you swim like a frog. I forget my swimming types. Leave me alone. Just a little dangerous, I guess.
おい
You're like a fish?
どすこい
Doskoi. Excuse me? What exactly she meant by Doskoi eluded me. But one look at her face was enough to tell me that she was angry. Or rather, not angry, but might have just been my imagination. But she almost looked like she was about to cry. I got it. Sorry, I'm going. Thanks for the directions. Bye. Swimming practice in the middle of the night? Is that normal around here? That seriously freaked me out. Couldn't really get a good look. What with how startled I was, but something felt off about her. Like, really off. I wonder what it was. Almost like she was in the pool swimming. Not a swimsuit. How strange. I'm back.
ああゆっくりだったんだね
I took the scenic route. Kyoko-san had not the faintest hint of worry on her face. Yeah, I wandered off a bit on the way back.
何にもないでしょ
Yeah. I gave an absent-minded reply, then shook my head. There was a girl, actually.
女の子そりゃいるとは思うけど
Yeah, statistically, about half of the population should be, I would think. In the school swimming pool.
あれ
Unless this is like one of those island economies where it's like most of the male population that's working age like leaves to go work on fishing boats or something or get like temp jobs on the mainland during the summer and just like make it so that way the population is like 80-20, you know, female-male split. There's a girl swimming there.
ああ
Maybe she thinks I'm pulling her leg or something. Maybe that might just be the norm here? A swimming pool in an island elementary school. Yeah, I can see that feeling pretty liberating. I start helping out from tomorrow,
あ
right?
りがとうでもせっかく来たんだからしばらく自由にしてていいよ
Woo! But the shed.
おいおいね手伝ってもらうけど
Okay. That's right. Kyoko-san, what does doskoi mean?
相撲
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, it doesn't have an actual definition, it's just a saying. It's a sumo term. I knew it had to be. But it really didn't seem that way. Doskoi. What could it mean?
しつこい
Sorry, it was sumo. Yep.
島の方言ですごくしつこかったり鬱陶しい時にどすこいって言ったりするみたいだね、まあお年寄りだけだけど
Ah.
すごく鬱陶しい
Girl, you can't be using that hick speak with us. You know, we're you know, educated city folk. We don't talk like that. I see. The pieces of the puzzle click
あ
together.
とかなりきつい表現みたいだから気軽に使わないようにね
Harsh, is it?
そうみたいだねどうしたの悲しそうな顔して
It's nothing.
疲れてるのねハイリくんお風呂どうぞ
The bath. Had a ton of knob and button-like things attached to it. What is this low-tech sci-fi nonsense? How do you even use this? A single knob, like a gas stove, would have probably served just fine, you know? Lord, so many things to twist. I had no idea which button to press or dial to turn. Really hope it doesn't explode or something if I turn the wrong one. The thought of asking for help had crossed my mind, but I hesitated. You know don't want to be thought of as that boy from the city who didn't do anything, who couldn't do anything. That said, I just can't. I have absolutely no idea. I stuck my head in the water that was already in the bathtub. Head or hands? Hand. Okay, yeah. I suppose you could test the temperature by dunking your head in, but that would be a bit odd. It's still warm. Someone must have been using it just before. If so, then I'll be taking you up on that water. Whew. Beyond the open window, the night sky stretched on and on. Countless stars twinkled brightly. I'm not sure I remember whether the stars were visible at home or not. I never paid them any mind. They probably weren't. Yeah, not that it matters. I looked up at the tub. Bathwater is the one thing I can handle. Maybe because my body knows that the bathtub isn't for swimming. That aside, I wonder who was using it before. Somehow, I got the feeling that it was a girl. A vague, sweet, and fluffy kind of smell mixed with the steam. It's... I don't know about milk. Realistically, it would probably be avocado from like body lotion or potentially like a conditioner. Yeah, I know this bizarre scent. It's that weird fruit. Avocado. No, avocado? Adogabo? Agaboko. I managed to confuse myself over something completely trivial. I think Kyoko-san had mentioned another relative visiting. Must be them. So she's a girl, huh? I'd like to assume so, given this floral fragrance. At some point while I was soaking, a futon appeared in my room. Though Kyoko-san looked awfully carefree on the surface, she definitely seemed to still take good care of people. Almost like she was my mother or something. Yeah, almost like she was your aunt. Weird. I felt a little guilty. I was supposed to be the one doing the helping here. From tomorrow on, I should try to take care of all my personal needs myself. Speaking of tomorrow on, what do I even do? Freedom, huh? They told me I was free to do as I wished. That only made me even more confused. I had no idea what to do. Have I never been free up until now? Am I free here on this island? Guess I'll go to sleep. As soon as I turned off the lights and lay down, I fell deep into the embrace of Lady Sleep. Was it just my imagination? Through the fog of my dreams, I thought I heard someone enter my room. Someone watching over me in silence. They came up and gently tucked me in. And then, as quietly as they arrived, they left. Spooky. You should put like a bell on your door or something. Thanks, autosave.
しもーし、起きてください。ねえ、もしもーし。
Someone was calling for me. I feel like I've heard that voice somewhere before. Huh? There was a girl staring down at me.
もう8時ですよ。
Oh, buddy, that's like 3 hours early. Oh God, don't talk about sleep. You make me tired. Took me a couple seconds to get my bearings. Oh, that's right. This isn't home. I was at my grandmother's house for summer vacation. And this girl is... who? If I'm not mistaken, I think she's, Grandma? Oh, we're unlocking the Loli Baba arc. Grandma, so you're alive after all.
おばあちゃん、どこですか？怖いこと言わないでください。
Grandma,
なんだ、寝ぼけてるんですか？ばあちゃんじゃないですよ。
eh? Huh? The fog in my mind finally cleared. You're...
はじめまして、海です。
nice to meet you. Umi?
名前です。
Ah. I'm Takahara Hybe.
どうも、高原さん。早く起きてもらえますか？
Why?
決まってるじゃないですか。ご飯が冷めちゃうんです。
That's fine. Some things are better off a little cold, you know? Oh, food. Food sounds good. I got my leftover lunch sitting in the fridge I need to eat. I got food from this Pakistani place. It was kind of expensive, honestly not worth it, if I'm being perfectly honest. It was like $25. I forget the name of the dish I got, but it was kind of like a rice and like spiced barbecue. I think it was chicken. You know, not to knock on it. It's good, but maybe this is my, you know, sheltered New England white boy taste shining through. But I kind of felt the chicken was like a little overspiced. You know, like shocking revelation here. But I don't know. It was to the point where I couldn't even tell I was eating chicken. All you could taste is the spice. And, you know, that's good. It was good spice. It didn't taste bad. I actually liked it. But I also like to taste the thing I'm eating, if that makes sense. You know, while it was good, the flavor balance I felt was a little off to my personal taste. But anyway, I still got like half of it sitting in the fridge, which I'll probably heat up after this. A fragrant, savory scent wafted from the living room. Oh. At the dining table was a plate of fried rice. Oh? Fried rice? This early in the morning? Where's Kyoko-san?
朝から寄り合いがあるらしいです。
Oh, okay. Felt kind of bad, though. She said she couldn't really cook yesterday and still went through all the trouble of making this. I can't really say fried rice for breakfast has ever crossed my mind. Umi-chan sulked at me.
私が作ったんです。
What? You did? Oh, well, that's pretty impressive.
そうでもないです。
I suppose not.
なんですか？
Huh? Oh, sorry. It's impressive.
そうでもないです。
Mm-hmm. My thoughts were in a bit of a whirlwind. Here comes some relative I've never met waking me up in the morning. Now here we are at the table eating fried rice for breakfast together. Why fried rice? Still, it was delicious. Umi-chan?
はい、
Why did he come here?
蔵の整理ですよ。手紙をもらって。
Ah, so you're the same as me then.
そうですか。
Seems that Umi-chan was the relative Kyoko-san spoke of. However, by yourself?
見ての通り。
Huh. I'm surprised your parents let you come alone.
まあ信頼されてますから。
Are you now?
それで高原さん、
Yes?
これからのことですが。
Ah. You want to head out to play somewhere? I'll be sure to... Oh, accidentally hit the wrong mouse button. I'll come with, sure.
誰がそんな話をしますか？
Isn't that what kids do on summer break? Are we not talking about what we'll do
違
today?
います。家事の話です。
You want to ride on our cool motorcycle? That was a grandma's, so it's a grandma bike, but don't worry about that. All bikes are cool. Oh.
京子さんの邪魔にならないように家のことは
私たち2人でやっていくことになります。いいですか？
I do. Well, there goes my edge. Taken by a little girl younger than
こ
me.
こに家事一覧を書き出しましたので、それぞれの分担を決めたいと思います。
Umi-chan pulled out a hand-drawn form that detailed all the various chores around the house, complete with spaces for all the responsible parties. Oh, she really is on top of things,
と
huh?
いうことで、じゃんけん。なんでぼーっとしてるんですか？
We're not just gonna split it 50-50?
じゃんけんです。
Are we doing like winner gets to pick which ones they do and then the loser's just stuck with the leftovers? Why?
勝った方から選んでいくんですよ。どの家事をやりたいか。
Oh, I gotcha. From tub and toilet cleaning to taking out the trash to grocery shopping. There sure is a variety here.
洗濯は避ける。
Laundry's easy. It's not like you're hand wringing it or, scrubbing it in a big wash basin. You're just throwing it in the machine. Don't want to do laundry?
嫌です。高原さんのパンツとか洗ったり干したりしたくないです。
Oh, subtle. I don't particularly mind having to wash yours, you know?
そうですか。ありがたいような、そうでもないような。
It's like, thanks for not thinking I'm gross, but also, boundaries? Question mark?
複雑です。
Yeah.
実は私のブラとか洗いたいんじゃないですか？
Bra? Where? For what? At most, you wear like a kind of athletic sports bra. Nothing really, titillating about those. I mean, they can be on the right person, just not you. Hate to say. But bras are, bra is short for, brassiere.
なんでパンツ洗うのは平気でブラはテレテレなんですか？
I think. Don't quote me on that. Yeah.
そもそもつけてませんし、私。
Oh. I guess that makes sense.
何がそりゃそうかですか？
Sorry, I'm good.
もう。
What a complicated age.
じゃんけん。
Bam.
また負けたよ。なんでじゃんけんで勝てないの？ズルしてるな。
How do you cheat at rock, paper, scissors?
だってこんなに負けるのおかしいでしょ。
I mean, it's not really cheating, but you can say which one you're gonna throw, and that throws off the statistics of the game. Oh, fine. I guess I can tell you.
やっぱりズルなんだ。
It's not cheating. It's just that you got a terrible poker face. When you go rock, your face scrunches up all rocky and stuff. When you go scissors, it goes all scissory. So it's really easy to tell which one you're gonna use next.
そんな弱点が？待てよ。じゃあパーって顔をしながらグーを出せば勝てる？
It's not that
じ
easy.
ゃんけんパー。負けた。ぐー、こちらの思惑が読まれた。ならグーって顔をしながらやっぱりグーを出せばいい。
Yeah, stick with what you know. There's no sense changing things up this late in the game.
グー。また負けた。なんで？
Your face isn't rocky.
グーの表情が足りない？グー。
Yeah, you gotta look like a Geodude.
グー。じゃ
Maybe
んけ
emphasize
ん
your
グー。
cheekbones and your jawline. Start viewing.
と見せかけてからのチョキ。勝った
How heartwarming. Oh, that was an aw, not a huh.
何ですかニヤニヤして負けたの
Different
に。
intonation. Don't worry about it.
気持ち悪。
Okay. Ouch. We finished our allocation of chores. I went ahead and got right to the laundry, which immediately fell upon me to do. I think about it. Doesn't that mean I'll be washing Kyoko-san's laundry as well? Oh, my aunt's laundry. How exciting. Well, whatever.
私は出かけてきます。
Ui-chan finished getting ready to leave, and started out the door. Where are you off to?
島に。
No duh. Be careful.
何にですか？
I don't know, cars, wild boars. There's probably like a population of some kind of wild animal on this island. Though islands distinctly have a lack of predators on them. But, you know, there could be like a wild boar population. That seems like a thing that could exist. Good question. I don't know, man. Sunburns, it's hot, and you don't have any sleeves, and you're fucking white as a sheet. The sun's pretty harsh out there, so be careful not to get sunburned.
はあ。私の日焼けをなんで高原さんが心配するんですか？
Look, if you're red as a lobster and we gotta like rub you down with aloe, and that means you're not gonna be able to help out in the store shed, because everything you'll be like, oh, my arms, oh. Well, you can lead to skin cancer and stuff. Oh, personally, I think tan girls aren't that bad.
私、ちゃんとオイル塗ってますよ。
Oh, really? Oh, okay then.
それじゃあ、行ってきまーす。
God, I burnt my legs so fucking bad like 2 years ago. I went kayaking with my dad up at the lake. And of course, you know, decided to go on this like expedition down a set of like tributaries attached to the lake that feed into it. And we were gone for like 9 hours. And the entire time my like paper white legs are sticking out into the sun, just getting absolutely roasted. I just recently stopped having like a tan line there, you know, from something 2 years ago because of how badly burnt they got. It was awful. Like they hurt, they were hot. I had to like stand in the lake at night, just like up to my waist in order to like cool them off to make them feel good. It was horrific. One of the worst sunburns I've ever had in my life. Don't recommend it. Luigi, I left the house with a bounce in her step. Cicadas never really shut up, do they? Now, what to do? I think I still have a dead cicada in the windowsill in my kitchen, like between the glass panes. From there's like one of the big cicada broods, you know, came up out of the ground like a couple of years ago. I don't think it was last year. Last year being, you know, 2023. It might have been 2022. I can't really remember, but, you know, it was one of those decade, 15-year ones where they come up. But we were like on the edge of their brood's range, so we only got some stragglers here. It wasn't like in other parts of the country where they were like swarming. Well, here we are. I paid the shed behind the house a visit. Look at all that crap. It's honestly not that bad. You could sort through this shit in a day or two. And like that's only working in like the afternoons. Mounds of objects littered every corner. Largely due to my grandmother's fervent collecting, no doubt. A growing extended family sending over junk that should have been tossed likely played a part as well. At any rate, the shed gave off the air of a makeshift antique shop. In the midst of all that was Kyoko-san, lugging something big around. Oh yeah, she's certainly lugging something big around, if you know what I'm saying, you know? Evidently, the meeting was over. Good morning.
おはよ
She was a little surprised. She was too focused on her work to notice me coming in. I'm sure up and early, huh?
う。代わりに夜はさっさと寝ちゃうけどね。
Or you're just an insomniac like me. That's another reason why I kind of took a break for recording last month. I just was getting the worst sleep of my fucking life. I'm gonna talk to my like primary provider and see if I can get a sleep study done, because that's something they cover, you know, out of my insurance pocket that I don't have to pay for. But I'm pretty sure I have sleep apnea. I distinctly remember waking myself up a few times this week snoring. So yeah. Not good for your mental health when you're exhausted all the time and can't sleep. Now that she mentions it, I don't think I saw her last night. So she was sleeping. Yoko-san returned to work. She kept on in silence. Her restlessness over my presence, however, is not so quiet. In the house,
どうしたの？
there was a girl.
ああ、海ちゃん？昨日は夜に帰ってきてね。ハイリ君、ちょうどご飯食べに行ってたから入れ違いだったね。
Yeah, good thing you didn't run her over with your bike on a dark road. And so we never met yesterday. By the way, what should I help you with?
そんな気にしないで。
Okay. Wait, what am I even here for?
傷ついた翼を癒しに来たんでしょ？
Yeah, that's right. So I might flap them once more. Wait, what? What are you saying? Oh God, that's so embarrassing.
私も恥ずかしいとは思うけど、木戸のおばあちゃんがやってきて、加藤さんの家に来た男の子、船でだいぶ悩んでいたから気にかけてあげてって。
Goddamn gossiping old hens.
ハイリ君のこと細かく教えてくれたの。
Oh, give me a break.
こんな小さな島だからね。 あれはあっという間に広がるわね。
The reason I came to this island was,
まあそれは今度でいいとして。
I mean, you can just say it was to get away from everything for a little bit. That's fine. Like, after I get things sorted out this year, probably in the summer, I'm gonna take like 2 months off. Like, my schedule is pretty booked out right now until June, honestly. Like, I have stuff I need to do this year. I am gonna be indisposed for a while. You know, I'll still be here doing this stuff, but I will be busy in my professional life. But after that's all done, man, I am just gonna need a break. Probably just gonna go live up at the lake house for a couple months. Do nothing besides like kayak and fish. Okay.
ね、
Which is why I need to get a good backlog going.
私じゃ
Otherwise, you
運
know,
べないような荷物
it'll be
があ
like
っ
a too much
て、
gap in videos.
それにお姉さんの家のものかなっていうのもあるから、そういうのお願いするときは呼ぶね。
Okay. Okay. Is the work that little? I mean, yeah, look at this place. It's not like a hoarder's nest. Everything's fairly organized. There's just a lot of it. And for now...
遊んできたらいいよ。
Okay. She returned to work. I wonder how old she is. I don't even know how old your aunt is. I mean, like, sure, I don't know my aunt's exact ages, but relative to my own mother, I do. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, this one's like a couple years older, this one. Well, my mother's the youngest one, so they're all older than her. But, you know, I'm able to, like, list them out from oldest to youngest. I just don't know exactly how old they are. She's gotta be over 30. Well, she definitely looks pretty enough to be in her 20s. Why is she alone in this house? I guess it isn't good to pry. I wouldn't really like it either if someone went poking into my past. Everyone's got their skeletons in the closet.
なんだか浸ってるわ。
Don't worry about it. Best thing you know. Now then, I was to enjoy myself, but I still wasn't very familiar with the island. I should go take a look around. Yo, are y'all spelunking today too? I gave the cub a few firm pats. Look raring to go. Surely, thanks to her finally seeing some action again last night. Did he really say spelunking? Spunkalunkin. Okay, not spelunkin. I was about to say, like, are you going cave diving with your bike? No, spunkalunkin. Whatever that means, sure. Ready to go. goes. The sweltering summer air felt cool as autumn on this bad boy. Nothing to do, nowhere to be. Everywhere I looked was something new. Felt kind of like a sightseeing tour. The coast brought an even more refreshing breeze. And enveloped in the saline scent of the sea, I rode along, keeping pace with the birds in the distance. A fisherman on a nice little fishing boat greeted me with a thumbs up. As if infected by some kind of inexplicable cheerfulness, I returned the same. I stopped by the pool from last night, but there was no one there. I think at least someone would be in school, even on summer break. Looks like things are different here. The school answered me with silence. Guess they left the water in the pool so kids could come swim. At the harbor, a rippling trail followed in the wake of a now departed ferry. People who looked to be tourists were waiting for the bus. A couple others seemed to be waiting for the next boat. I think they were planning to bring their bicycles on board, baggage tucked into the front baskets. I had no doubt that the people of this island, the ferry was nothing more than just another train or bus. I continued killing time with my aimless story. Nothing about this was productive in any way. I felt an incomprehensible sense of fulfillment. A whole lot of nothing. I helped but dwell in the emptiness of it all. Just as I was thinking that. Oh, now there's something else here today. I'm not seeing things, am I? I got the engine back a couple meters with my feet. There it was. Oh, there she was. She's just sleeping, right? The girl sat resting against the tree, her eyes gently shut. She didn't collapse from the heat or something, did she? Just in case. I got off the cub and quietly made my way over to her. And I gingerly brought my ear to her face. I managed to pick up her soft breathing. Oh, thank goodness. She's just taking a nap. Man, talk about laid back. I wonder how small of an island this might be. Is this really okay? Yes, hello, mascot character. I took a double take and noticed something of a mock animal curled up in a ball next to her. Something with a long, thick, fluffy tail and pointy ears. Some kind of dog? I mean, fuck, even Potato looked more like a dog than this thing. Pika Pika motherfucker, Potato would kill this thing's ass. The girl began to stir. And slumped towards the ground. Whoa! I instinctively caught her in my arms. Her eyes fluttered open. Yeah, reasonable reaction. Good morning? To say that she yelled would not do this justice. This was a full-on shriek.
あんた誰？なんで私を抱きしめてんの？手ごめんにするつもり？最初優しくお願いします。
In the middle of the day, out in the grass? Oh. So it's fine to be rough towards the end?
いいわけあるか！早く話せ！
I mean, it's all about the timing, you gotta pace yourself. So, she's right, it is better to be gentle towards the beginning. Oops, my bad. But this is all ages, we don't gotta worry about none of that in this one. I let her go, step back. I haven't done anything, nor do I plan to. So, you want to guard a bit? Kinda hurts.
いきなり知らない男に寝込み襲われたら警戒するに決まってるでしょ。
I don't recall any attacking.
誰？観光客？
Me? I came to help sort through my late grandmother's stuff.
ああ、もしかして加藤のおばあちゃんの親戚？
You knew my grandmother?
そりゃこんな小さな島だし、
Yeah,
住
everyone
人
knows
全員
everyone.
顔見知りよ。
I see.
じゃああんたは加藤君？
Nope. She's my grandmother from my mother's side, so... Takahara.
下の名前は？
Heidi.
変な名前ね。
Yeah. Tell that to my parents.
でも聞き覚えがあるわ。
Have we met before?
確かあれは小学校の頃よ。歴史の授業で習ったような。
Oh? Yeah, at this point I think it's safe to say we never met.
室町。鎌倉時代の無駄にかっこいい組織の。
The Rokuhara Tandai?
そうそれ六原短大。
Let's not talk about Rokuhara. I played, Muramasa in the interim since the original start of the series and now, so
あんたの名前聞いた時にピンときたのよ。
Takahara Heidi, Rokuhara Tandai, Takahara Rokuhara. The first part's, got a bit of it, but the second half is just
全
no
然似
shot.
てないじゃない。
No. I always said it, just so you know. What a spirited
遺品整理ってことはしばらくこの島にいるの？
I mean, a couple weeks probably. And she changed the topic. Your spirit's looking maybe a bit too free there. Well, more or less. Can you at least try and hide your disgust? My skin's not very thick. I'm emotionally vulnerable right now. This is a lot. You give the skepticism a rest too. Seriously.
だっていきなり寝込みを襲われたんだから警戒もするわよ。
No attacking happened. If anything, safe.
とにかく私が寝てても放っておいて。
If you say so, then that's what I'll do. But am I kind of dangerous?
大丈夫よ。いざという時はちゃんとこの子が守ってくれるから。
She glances down at the little animal by her feet. It's asleep though?
いざという時って言ったでしょ。
Yeah, that would obviously, a scuffle would ensue with some noise, and it would wake up. Probably. You just shrieked at the top of your lungs. She froze up.
タヌキネイルよ。
I thought it was a dog.
失礼ね。キツネよ。
What?
稲荷。
I'm pretty sure foxes are technically canines, so take with that as you will. At her signal, the pseudo-dog finally opened its eyes and raised its head. A fox?
それ以外の何に見えるわけ？
So many things that I can't even tell.
あ、やば。
This time, at the fox's signal, she looked up.
もう2時じゃない。バイト遅れる。
2? I checked the watch on my wrist. It was indeed 2 in the afternoon.
行くわよ、稲荷。
Wait. Before I even had a chance to stop them, the girl and the fox ran off. The two figures, one clothed in white, one bushy-tailed, shrank slowly into the distance before finally turning the corner. What's that all about? She sleeps under a tree on the side of the road without a care in the world. She changes topics so quickly that she jumps to conclusions. She can tell time to fall asleep without a watch. And she hangs around with a fox that sounds like a flute. I have so many questions. Until the mind, I'll never get Where to go? To tomorrow. To the future. I wonder which way my tomorrow is. I look up at the sky longingly. So suddenly, without warning, I've lost my way. Maybe look at the road when you're riding a bike, my guy? Alright, let's go. However, I immediately found myself braking yet again. Are you for real? Literally just saw a girl sleeping on the side of the road. Now there's another one. You don't just sleep wherever on this island? These country folk are way too chill. I cut the engine and pushed it along closer to her. Kimono? It's definitely country, alright. I watched her for a while. No sign of movement. The last girl told me to leave her alone. What am I supposed to do with this one? I prefer to not deal with yet more accusations. Let's just leave her be. That's apparently the way this island does things. I started to pass by her in my distance. Weird snoring. Her hand suddenly shot out and snagged my ankle.
そこの人
Ew.
恥を忍んでお願いするよ。食べ物を持っていないかい？
Might have like a happy granola bar. I don't.
使えぬ。
Wow, that's kind of awful.
下せぬ。
Fathom it. Talk about unreasonable. Hungry?
この通りさ。
Clever stomach you got.
恥を忍んでお願いするよ。食べ物を持ってきてくれないかい？
Girl, it's our second day here. We're not ready for side quests.
女の子に恩を売れるいい機会だと思うんだよ。
Yeah, but I don't want anything from you.
こう見えて僕は義理がたいよ。
Doesn't seem like you have anything to return the favor with, so.
と恩返しをすると思うんだ。
Well, I'm not really looking for repayment, but I feel pretty guilty about just leaving her like this. Is anything fine?
背に腹は変えたい。
What's that supposed to mean?
美味しいものがいい。
I'll see what I can do. Just stay alive until I get back. Like maybe forage for some like roots or some like dandelions you can eat the roots of. Good answer. She wants some bark. I came to the diner I ate dinner at for, the diner I ate at for dinner yesterday. I didn't know anywhere else to buy food.
いらっしゃい。
Hi. It was long past lunch, so there were no other customers.
いつものでいいかい？
I've been here twice.
かっこいいだろ？
It sure is. I snap my fingers. The usual, Chief. You go.
はいよ。
Rat food dangled from my hand as I drove the gun. Get this to go. I hurried to the girl while paying mine to the plastic bag flapping in the wind. I mean, it's just Katsudan. You alive? Cool.
コンコン。食べ物。
Yep, as promised. It's Katsudan.
これは美味しそうだね。
Eat it while it's hot.
うん、いただくよ。
She sat down on her heels, Satan style. Put her hands together. Ooh, I couldn't do that. The tendons in the back of my leg would explode.
いただきます。
Like goodbye to my Achilles. Couple what? How is it?
美味しいよ。
Good. So,
何がだい？
why'd you do it? Oh, it's a police interrogation thing. If you don't know, it's a common trope in Japanese police drama media for when you're interrogating the perp, the cops, they bring you a big old bowl with some katsudon on it as like a, let's get on good terms, and for us treating you this nice food, just tell us everything, huh? Why not just be honest? Make things a whole lot easier.
何なんだいこれは。
Play interrogation. I just felt like I had to do it. Yep. Medal obtained at Katsudon to go. After clearing all of her food, she placed the chopsticks courteously on top of the container. She then put her hands together.
ごちそうさまでした。
I'm glad to see you look satisfied.
いや、不満だぜ。
Excuse me? After the way she scarfed it down so happily? Was it not enough?
量は申し分ないさ。味も良かった。
Then why are you unsatisfied?
おむすびじゃなかったことさ。
I don't get it. Yep, and I don't know what that is off the top of my head. Okay. So basically, you just wanted rice balls?
おにぎりじゃない。おむすびさ。
What's the difference? Yeah, and the difference being is one a triangle and one's round? Is there some minutia?
おいおい。おにぎりはお米を握ったものだぜ。
Uh-huh. Yeah? So are omusu?
おむすびはお米で人と人とを結ぶものさ。愛情というかけがえのない隠し味が詰まっているんだぜ。
Uh-huh. Dang. She's getting kind of deep.
ともかく君のおかげで助かったよ。
Is there a difference? Google, save me. Help me. Help me, Google. Google is no help. It's just saying, oh, do you mean onigiri? Yeah. There's like no differentiation. Answer none. Okay. There is no difference. They both refer to the exact same food item.
命の恩人だ。
Worthless. Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration.
いやいや、一般の恩は返さないといけないんだ。何でも一つ君の願い事を叶えるぜ。
Any?
何でもさ。おむすびにかけて二言はない。
Well, I guess I'll have you do something.
何？
Could you show me around the islands? Well, I just got here, so I don't really know what's around. I was just doing some roaming, too. What's wrong?
消せぬ。
What is...
食べた分働かせようとは。
Yeah,
まさに鬼の所業。
I mean, you did say any wish.
働きたくない。
I get it. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I really don't. Huh? Hold up. What did I even say? Oh, that's an ugly cry. What? Holy crap, she's fast. She soon vanished from sight. It all happened in the blink of an eye, and my head couldn't keep up. 50 meters in 6 seconds. Damn, that's really good. There sure are a lot of characters on this island. Ooh. That sure was something. Oh, it's the sea. I somehow found myself at the beach. Well, buddy, I got some news for you. You're on an island. No matter which way you're going, you'll get to the sea one way or another. It was totally different from the harbor I arrived at. A couple people swam about here and there. I stopped and simply stared out across the horizon. Standing atop this rocky breakwater, the salty wind against my face, gazed out into the ocean. Let it all sink in. The scenery, the air, arms around myself without thinking.
おいあんちゃん、そんなところで何をやっているんだい？
Huh? Oh, thanks for
おう、
rolling.
何してるんだ？寒いのか？
Sitting with my arms around my body, shot me a questioning look. No, not exactly.
あるいは凍えているのは
Yeah,
心
this guy
か？
gets it. Alright, then you think. The diner guy looked out, far beyond the waves. I did the same. Together, we stood in silence.
そうだ。
Spoke up all of a
そ
sudden.
んなところに立ってると危ないぜ。
Is it? Say again? Dangerous? Massive wave crashed over the rocks. It soaked my entire body before falling back to the sea.
だから言ったのに。たまに高い波が来るから気をつけな。
Thanks. Soaked to the skin. Wandering around like this would be pretty weird, huh? I left my shirt on the rocks to dry. The glare of the sunlight grew steadily more intense. My wet hair dried in no time. And I kept on sitting there. The worst is your shorts. You can't really, well, depending where you are, this beach is maybe have a little too much people around, but you can't really just take your pants off and like set them on the rocks to dry. You're just kind of stuck wearing those. That should be good. Huh? Oh, where's my shirt? Did it get blown away by the wind? But it was soaking wet.
イエーイ！隊長！隠された財宝変な柄の T シャツを発見しました。
持ち帰って鑑定だ。
イエーイ！
Yeah, you know, you don't want it to be a cursed item when you put it on and then you can't take it off. We're playing in some old school CRPG rules here. There's a small group of kids prancing around, with my t-shirt on a stick. Hey, just what do you think you kids are doing?
ガーディアンの登場だ！
What? Who dares put their filthy hands on my treasure? Green! Green!
あれは何？
Something my throat can't do.
カミキリムシの真似と思われ。
Hey, being a guardian, they're the ones who started it.
ガーディアンだ！見っけ
There
ろ！
we go. Now get back here! Kids don't know the first thing about improv. It's yes ands. Don't be asking any questions. They did not get back here. Ooh. I actually ran off with my shirt. I'll head home for now, I guess. I swung myself onto the cub. Riding a bike topless made me feel kind of wild. Huh? The engine wouldn't start. Breakdown? Seems like it still has gas. Oh crap. I'll just have to wheel it along. Does this count as wild too? Just kind of pathetic. Not sure how I feel about wandering around half naked. At least there weren't many people passing by. Only time I ever do that is when I'm out in the woods and I'm like really hiking and backpacking and I'm getting really hot and sweaty. Last time I did that, I was up in the mountains in Washington and there was still snow around. So if I got really hot, I could just jump into it and cool myself down. Because, buddy, it was June? Yeah, it was like late June when I was up there in the mountains. Still like 3 feet of snow within the tree line. So I was just walking around carrying a giant lump of snow in my hands and like rubbing it on my body, trying to cool down. I didn't even dream of doing this in the city. As I trudged along with the bike, I came across a topless guy sitting on a bench eating ice cream. The first guy my age I've seen since I got here. He noticed me too. Being topless by the ocean is one thing. Being topless in a residential area is something else entirely. Wait, I look down at myself. Oh yeah. Glanced around. This Smack dab in the middle of the residential road. Two naked guys locked eyes. I have a bad feeling about this. An intimate smile, as if some mysterious camaraderie was thus born between us. I picked up the pace.
おい、ちょっといいか?
Nope.
お前、そんな格好でいたら
What of it? You're one to talk.
危ない。
And for what now? One instant. In one instant, something tore through the air right by my ear. What?
あの野郎、警告もなく撃ってきやがった。
Under fire?
そこの露出狂、海水浴場以外で服を脱ぐのは禁止されている。速やかに服を着て出頭しなさい。
A steel tower loomed overhead. Loudspeakers placed in all four directions at the very top. We heard a voice. Island broadcast? The air directly in front of my face split open. Big excitement. What's happening?
かかりだ。
Nudity hunting?
俺やお前のような裸で暮らしている男を目の敵にしている奴がいるんだ。
Aren't those
裸。
kill a kill? What's you say? Anti-nudist. Wait, hold up. I'm not a nudist. Wave my hands in denial all my life.
そうなのか? じゃあなんで裸なんだ?
There were some unforeseen circumstances.
そんな言い訳。
隠れても無駄だ。手を挙げて投降しろ。
逃げるぞ。
I think there's only one real nudist beach in my, quote unquote area where I grew up. But it was like literally on an island off in the ocean. Like you had to be like a real fucking freak to go there. Whoa! Whoa! I don't know what the hell's going on. It's clear we're being targeted.
ここまで来れば大丈夫だ。
Yeah. What about this is fine? I would have rather taken a bullet over following some random half-naked guy to some deserted corner of the islands.
お前、誰だ?
Takahara hired you.
知らないな。
I figured. The sound of something bursting accompanied his cry of pain as he collapsed to the ground. He's been shot?
お前、いつの間に?
I spun around to find a small girl closing in on us, wearing a bombastic-looking... Wait, is that a rifle? She was the one shooting at us from way up high?
あそこからなら全部丸見えだ。さて変態ども、往来で何をしている?
I don't know, giving the Fujoshi something to make dojo material from, I guess. She marched towards us, exuding the most intimidating aura. Not for a uniform, I'm mistaken with one of the children. It wasn't the only anyway. What really betrayed our image was the object in our hands. What, the super soaker? Yeah, really adds mature, refined edge to her self-image.
死ね。
待て! こんなところで俺がこのなあいつが来たら伝えてくれ。
He?
三谷良一は最後まで勇敢だったと。
I wouldn't really call any of that courageous. He kind of just ran away a bunch.
そんなこと言わないでくれ。
What have you done? Without a trace of humanity on her face, she took aim at me.
お前も死ね。
Yeah. Yeah? Oh, wait, it's cold. On closer inspection, I saw water squirting out of the girl's rifle. Water gun?
往来を半裸でうろつくな。
往来と言っても誰もいねえだろ。
Well, those are certainly hiding somewhere behind a rifle. Hello.
そういう問題じゃない。お前も
She pointed straight at me and knit her brow. Yeah, but who are
お
you?
前は加藤さんのとこに来ている。
Oh, word definitely gets around. Takahara.
そうそう聞いているぞ。確か
She thought for
翼が傷ついて癒しに来てるとか。
that old lady. Wait a
分
second.
かってる。ヒヨなんだよな。辛いことがあったんだな。
She gave a firm nod of encouragement. Thanks. So, where the rope was that all now? Enough about me. I'm more interested in the girl herself. She was the head of a grade schooler, but she spoke in this haughty demeanor. But she spoke with this haughty demeanor about her. That rifle of hers.
うん。
Oh, the rifle has like a crocodile motif too. I noticed her like hair clip, but I didn't notice the rifle was like that too. She turns and pointed the barrel at me.
ハイドログラディエーター回。
Excuse me?
ハイドログラディエーター回だ。
I see. It's the name she's got. It has to be a joke, right? Well, I had heard about how girls that age are into cringy stuff. It's gotta be it. Nice to meet you, Hydro Gladiator Kai.
おお。
Hydro whatever. I used to go by the code name Water Soldier in the past
な
myself.
んだその恥ずかしい名前は。
Look who's talking.
それで高原入り。お前はなんで裸なんだ。
気持ちいいからに決まってるだろ。
そうなのか。
Hydro took a few steps back. No. My clothes were stolen by a bunch of kids.
なるほど。
好きで裸でいるわけじゃないのか。
That's what I've been saying.
こんなのと付き合ってたら変態が映るぞ。今日のとこは多めに見るが、これからは気をつけてくれ。夏休みって羽目を外したくなるものだが、
Don't want to cut loose that much.
そんな時だからこそ気が緩まないように気をつけないといけない。
まったくだ。
お前のことだ。以後気をつけるように。
With swift steps, the girl, Hydro Gladiator Sky? Your Majesty, Hydro Gladiator.
やれやれ。災難だったな。
A single, half-naked man remains. I got the feeling that staying here would only result in more trouble. Time to book it. I'm heading back.
お前高原だったか。年はいくつだ。
17.
なんだと。お前タメか。そうかタメか。へえ。
But there's some beast. What's there to be so happy?
なんかわからないことがあったら俺に聞いてくれ。
I mean, small towns like this, there's a chance there's no one else his age around. So, why are you half naked?
はあ。
He ruffled his bangs and flashing a nostalgic wink, along with an ecstatic
今
grin.
度じっくり教えてやるぞ。
No. You know what? I'm good.
はあ。
Well, I suppose I should rephrase that. No other guys his age. Because clearly there's plenty of women around. Just
そう言うな。しばらくここにいるんだろ。
no one who'd be interested in talking to him.
仲良くやろうぜ。な、ハイリー。
Sure, who needs personal space?
それで、お前血液型何？
O positive. God, this guy. This has to be it. If this isn't where it's meant to be used, then where, I ask you? Doskoi.
な、どすこいって。お前、そんなに拒絶することないだろう。
Just being a little nosy.
だからって、どすこいはないだろう。死ねって言ってるようなものだぞ。
Sorry. Doskoi was a bit too much.
本当だぜ。傷ついた。持ち帰る。
Is Doskoi seriously that bad? Yeesh. Should that girl hate me? I went back for the bike, then started home. I'm back.
おかえりなきゃ
Why are you covering your
ーい。
eyes?
そういうそっちはなんで体を晒してるんですか。おかげでおかえりなさいとキャーが混ざっておかしなことになっちゃったじゃないですか。
A lot happened.
この島って裸でうろうろしている人い
Don't
ま
worry
したよ
about
ね。
that. Don't talk to him. Don't look at him. Whatever you see, if he tries to talk to you, just ignore him and keep going.
そういう文化なんですか。
No idea. Well, if it is, it has nothing to do with me.
あ、そうだ。これ子供たちが届けに来たんですけど、どうして子供が高原さんの T シャツを持ってるんでしょう。あ、手書きの値札がついてる。鑑定結果30円。
Man, that's it? Some new type of bullying?
あと荷物届いてましたよ。宅配の人が部屋まで運んでくれてます。親切ですね。
Yeah, and surprised delivery people like come in houses here. Well, I guess it is small town stuff, so the delivery person probably also lives here and knows everyone. Unless the delivery person like rides the ferry in, you know. I'm trying to make it work in my head, but I don't know the logistics of this whole island community stuff. As she said, my bags were waiting for me in my room. They consisted of clothes and other stuff that I had shipped over from home. I got to unpack.
おう、荷ほどき終わったんですか。
Yeah. It's mostly just books though.
本？何これ。ユリ・ゲラー解体新書。ムー大陸の真実。
Ugh.
人類は飼われている。ライオン島の惨劇。はあ、いいですけど。
They're all really interesting, you know? Let's not go into like the pseudo archaeology continent of Mu shit. I feel like I've heard the name Uri Geller before. Who is that? Israeli British illusionist, magician, TV personality, and self-proclaimed psychic. That's why he's like a fucking fake psychic dude. Oh, he's still alive. He's old. Yep. But he's fallen down the fucking Hyperborea pipeline.
これは野いちご 100%。
Hey, Ichigo 100%. Let's go. I actually started reading that this year. I stopped because, to be perfectly honest, it's not very good. It's like 100% schlock. Like I can see it being, you know, a good read if you're like 14 and just like, whoa, look at these cute girls, whoa. But like as narrative, as a I was trying to think of a word. I was about to say highfalutin, and I guess that's right. But as a critical media enjoyer myself, there's not a whole lot to chew on that one. It's not. I borrowed it from a friend, and then I had a chance to return it, and then someone got mixed up with everything else, and
別にいいですよ。恋愛漫画読んでたって。それより他に人の目を気にすることがあるでしょうに。
and it's not even that racy. And to be perfectly honest, it's not even that good for romance manga. Like, I'll be honest, it's kind of annoying to read. it's a bit of a period piece from the early 2000s. And part of that is it not being very good. I'll just say it. Oh, that's right. Let me put something on. I pulled a new shirt out of my stuff and slipped it on over my
こ
head.
れは
Photo slipped onto the floor. Some students stood side by side, smiling next to a pool.
高原さんって水泳部だったんですか。
Were past tense.
じゃあ何部。
swim trunks sounds creepy. Just some guys hanging around in speedos, just around other dudes. You know, water polo sounds manly.
水中でハンドボールするやつですか？
Honestly, like a pretty violent sport. Yeah.
この島、水球クラブがあるらしいですよ。
Huh.
なんでも日本で最も激しい水球が売りだそうです。
Have you ever seen like what a rugby player looks like? Just like fucking like a hairless gorilla wearing shorts and a polo shirt. Now put those people in the pool, and then you have water polo. Oh, yeah?
メンバーが足りないとかで、私紹介しておきますね。
No thanks. No words necessary.
どうせ嘘なんでしょ。
Same to you.
で、水泳部さんは部活はどうしてるんですか？
Like I said, that's wrong.
夏休み活動ないんですか？
I quit.
ふーん。
Umi-chan buzzed around the kitchen. You gonna help out with anything?
料理は私の担当ですから気にしないでください。それより掃除お願いしますね。
Yeah, nice kitchen though. I like the big double basin sink like that. Makes it real easy to clean dishes. Right. I could use a little more counter space though to work with for having like a cutting board, but to be honest, it's not that bad. Yep. That won most of the rock paper scissors matches. But since I can't cook, I ended up with mostly cleaning chores.
そうだ。ついでにお風呂沸かしてもらっていいですか？
Sure. The bath, yes, the one that I know how to use. That doesn't confuse me at all. How are you supposed to work that thing?
昨日お風呂入ったんじゃないんですか？
Someone had just gotten out, so I just used the water as is.
それって私の後じゃないですか。
Well, it's economical. Isn't that what you're supposed to do with like Japanese baths? Like you shower before you get in. You know, it's got the whole stool outside and the wash space, and you clean yourself, and then the bath is just mainly for soaking. So, you know, you're clean going in, so it's not really like it's dirty bath water. Sure, you've been in it, but it depends how sensitive you are to that kind of stuff, I guess. Was it? So that smell was you?
香り？何匂い嗅いでるんですか？
I gotta breathe. It comes with living.
そんなに匂ってないもん。どんな匂いでしたか？
Huh?
お風呂。
Like avocado.
何ですかそれ？アボカド？
Yeah.
匂いありましたっけあれ？
It doesn't have a strong scent. It's definitely something.
私、アボカドみたいな匂い？わかります。
Really?
どうしてでしょう？アボカドそんなに食べてないのに。
Weird. Ooh. Second night here. Wonder if every day is gonna zip by like it did today. One part of me thought that was fine. Another part of me felt a little bit anxious. I gotta decide what I want to do. Maybe I don't need to. Summer will end all the same. That it will. I couldn't sit still, so I went outside. No particular destination of mind. There's nowhere to go at this time of night anyway. Huh? The sound of water splashing. Again? She out swimming tonight too? I seem to have given her quite the headache last time, but maybe I can at least apologize. Alright. I walked through the fence and up to the pool. Inside, indeed, swam the girl from last night. I caught her right in the middle of the lap. Her snow-white body cut through the dark water. I stared vacantly, captivated by the sight. That Form's a bit off, though. More than a bit. There's a whole lot of splashing and not a lot of swimming. Before I realized it, the girl was already finishing up and preparing to head home. But I had to say something. Anything. The urge to give her my unwarranted advice gnawed at me. Well, at least she's wearing a swimsuit today. She lifted herself out of the pool and shook the water off her head.
まあまあかな。
Yes, Bad. I couldn't help but chime in. Nothing subject matter experts like doing than, giving unasked for advice. Advice in quotation marks. She took one look at me and jumped back.
なんで
Good evening.
また道に迷ったの？
Not quite.
じゃあなんで？
I'm, totally about to get called Doskoi again, aren't I? Extend your arms fully. Then when they're all the way out, keep them that way for a bit. I think you'll see a lot of difference just paying attention to that, so...
何？
Okay, bye. Yep, proper swimming form. I gotta get to the pool and start swimming again. I got a YMCA membership, but I haven't used it in like 8 months. I really gotta start going to the pool again, but it's like, do I wake up at like 4 and then go before work, or do I go after work and then I have to fight everyone? And it's just like, fuck, man, fuck. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That's so much work. But it's such good cardio, and it's like full body, and it's better on my broken ass legs they get busted up from running because I'm flat-footed and slightly knock-kneed, apparently, according to my foot doctor. So running is just something I'm not ever going to be good at. But swimming, on the other hand, it's relatively low impact. I recommend it. But yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I suppose this is where we'll end off. It's not really episode 2. I'll just have to recall this episode 1, I suppose. I don't know. I'll have to see how I'm going to do this, like with the episode titles and what playlist I'm going to put it in. I'm going to put it in a new playlist or just stuff it in the old one and be like, just ignore that other one. But yeah. With that, I got nothing else to do. So this is the part where I say my bit and I end the episode. But it's been a while since I've done this, so I'm trying to get the mojo back up. But I guess I guess we'll just do it by the book. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and I will see you guys all later for another episode of Summer Pockets Reflection Blue next time. And I also forgot to plug the Discord in the description down below, so check that out too if you want. Okay, I'm done now. Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye. Mwah.